Welcome to our training session on creating an effective learning environment. Today, we will cover Chapter 1, Learning Environment. I am excited to share strategies that will help us become better teachers. Let's get started. Today, we will discuss how to create an effective learning environment in our classrooms. We will cover topics such as classroom management, the roles of the teacher and learner, and strategies for fostering an active and relevant learning environment. Just as a farmer prepares soil before planting, the success of our learning environment depends on thorough groundwork. This begins by empowering students to take ownership of their learning. Start by establishing ground rules that promote moral values such as integrity, discipline, and respect. Engage students in discussing their likes and dislikes about class attendance and make a visible list. Teachers should contribute goals and expectations, while students add roles and goals they find important. Through voting, select 5 to 10 roles aligned with the set goals. Collaboratively determine consequences for rule violations. Post these roles prominently and enforce consequences consistently. Creating a class motto fosters unity and reinforces positive behavior. The motto should reflect the year's objectives and be accompanied by discussions on values and commitment. Use uplifting stories, videos, or quotes to supplement these discussions. Encourage students to craft their individual mottos to promote personal ownership and motivation. Start each day with music that aligns with learning goals, highlights student talents, or encourages interaction. If a musical jingle accompanies the class motto, it can serve as a morning preparation ritual. Follow the music with a minute of silence for a gratitude moment, where students share inspiring quotes, scriptures, or thoughts. Display these contributions in the classroom to foster a culture of kindness and reflection. Students must actively engage in their learning journey, taking responsibility for their growth and development. Implementing the notebook method empowers students to take charge of their learning. This method includes researching by seeking and analyzing information, reasoning by identifying causes or conclusions, relating by applying information to real-world problems, and recording by documenting findings in a notebook for future reference. This method encourages deeper involvement in subjects, reinforcing responsibility and enhancing critical thinking skills. A teacher's impact transcends mere instruction. We inspire, nurture, and guide. Foster a safe and nurturing classroom environment where students feel valued. Listen to students, acknowledging their ideas and emotions. Embrace mistakes as integral to the learning process, focusing on students' strengths. Facilitate active student participation rather than monopolizing class activity. As stated by Ashel D. Woodruff, our role is to empower students to take center stage in their learning journey. Optimal learning conditions hinge on learner readiness, participation, and application. Learning readiness includes engaging learners from the outset, arousing curiosity, and alleviating anxiety. Cultivate a positive emotional, social, and physical environment conducive to learning. Set clear, meaningful goals and facilitate inquiry-based learning. Learner participation involves encouraging active engagement through music, inquiry-based learning, and collaborative activities. Incorporate movement, games, and hands-on experiences to appeal to diverse learning styles. Learner application means fostering the application of knowledge to real-life situations through reflection, discussion, and guest speakers. Ensure subjects are relevant and applicable to students' lives, promoting meaningful learning experiences. Empower students to learn by doing, encouraging exploration, experimentation, and collaboration. Introduce topics through student-generated questions and problem-solving activities. Provide opportunities for students to engage in various learning techniques and interact with peers. Plan activities to stimulate readiness and lesson plans. Incorporate participatory activities into lesson plans. Evaluate lesson plans for real-life applicability and effectiveness. Reflect on outcomes, identifying areas for improvement in future lessons. Commence each day with music and a gratitude moment, reinforcing roles and the class motto. Foster student accountability and active involvement in the learning process. Stimulate readiness, encourage participation, and promote application as key teacher responsibilities. model character strengths, and create a culture of engagement in the classroom. Embrace student-centered learning approaches, prioritizing hands-on experiences and collaboration. I'd like to leave you with this thought-provoking quote. We are born into a moral environment, just as we are born into a natural environment. Just as there are basic environmental necessities, like clean air, safe food, fresh water, there are basic moral necessities. What is a society without civility, honesty, consideration, self-discipline? Without a population educated to be considerate and respectful of one another, what will we end up with? Not much. We live in a moral environment. We must respect and protect it. We must acquaint our children with it. We must make them aware that it is precious and fragile. We must make students aware that there is a standard of ethical ideals that all civilizations worthy of the name have discovered. This quote reminds us of the vital role we play in shaping the moral fabric of our classrooms and society. Thank you for your attention. Please take a moment to pause the slide and discuss the following questions with your colleagues. How can you implement the strategies discussed in your classroom? What challenges do you foresee, and how might you overcome them? Which ideas resonated most with you, and why? Additionally, if you have any other questions, take the initiative to research and find the answers. Your discussions and inquiries will help us deepen our understanding and prepare for practical application.